Hi guys, we're in the Birmingham Shirley area and today we're going to be conducting a mock test. Okay, this is my first mock test for my YouTube channel. I got Moaaz.
Yep.
He has been driving, or previously he's been driving with his family. So how many lessons did you, or how many times did you drive with your family?
About like 10 times.
So what, 10 different lessons, or just on 10 different occasions?
About 10 different lessons.
Okay. And then he had a few lessons with me, which you might see in some of my shorter videos. Okay, so we're going to treat it like a test from now. Okay, your test on a test date would last about 40 minutes. Okay, approximately 20 minutes of that is you doing independent driving. In between, you'll do a maneuver, you'll be pulling over on the road 3 or 4 times, and the instructor will tell you to continue driving, or the examiner will tell you to continue driving, and then the examiner will direct you back towards the test center. Okay, once you get here, they'll give you a test result whether you've passed or failed, and if you've passed, they'll just say well done, and if you failed, they normally go through the serious faults on why you haven't passed your test today. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so the first thing they'll do is they'll come and check your driving license. So make sure you've got your driving license with you on the day of your test. Then they'll bring you outside and ask you to read a registration plate, roughly from about 20 meters. So that vehicle in front of us, can you just read the registration plate?
YH22UCM.
Okay, perfect. And then they'll ask you a tell me question, which I'm going to ask you. How do you check your tire depth thread?
Is it that machine that you find at the petrol pumps?
It's a little machine, but it's called a tire depth thread gauge. Okay, so you'll be using a tire depth thread gauge to check the tire depth thread on any tire. Okay, and then they would set the sat nav up, or they'll ask you to do your independent driving on road signs. And today I'm going to ask you to follow some road signs for a little bit. Okay, and then I'll direct you back to myself towards the test center. Anything you want to ask?
No.
When you're ready, start the car for me, please. Okay, when you're ready, continue driving. Keep following the road ahead at all times, or road signs, unless I give you directions. Moaaz had good all-round observation before he decided to move off. If you can take a right here for me, and then a left onto the Stratford Road. So right, and then your first. We have giveaway lines approaching. Moaaz approached them giveaway lines, but did not look over his right hand shoulder to see if there's any oncoming vehicles. When you can, I want you to keep driving straight ahead, but follow signs for Cheswick Green for now, okay? yesterday, now what would you be doing?
Probably working.
Working?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Barbering. Yeah.
Busy trade?
Yeah, this week especially because obviously Eid's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I need my hair doing as well.
I've seen that video of that girl like on your WhatsApp status.
The one who passed today?
Yeah.
She turned around yesterday saying she doesn't want to go on for a test. She just didn't have the confidence. Still puts a smile on your face, you know.
Yeah.
She had 2 little kids as well. Follow signs for Monk's Path now, please. This roundabout, Moaaz was in the left-hand lane. His intentions were to go left. He did not indicate, but because I did not give him directions, he should have gone straight ahead. Right at the next roundabout, please. Different from driving with family or family members than when learning how to drive with an instructor.
Then checking your centre mirror regularly is important when changing gears and when braking. Like in every manoeuvre, whether you're going left, right, or wherever, you always need to check your centre mirror. I didn't notice that before. I just thought it was the side mirrors that were important.
Moaz has just stated that he didn't realize how important the center mirror was when he was driving with family members until he started driving with a driving instructor. Center mirror, didn't you? That Ramadan discussion didn't last very long. I think we were both hungry.
Today's, I think, 27th day.
Is it 25th, 26th today, is it? The 26th, not 27th, is it? But he has gone very, very quick.
I think
Yeah, you started and you thought maybe it's going to be long days, long prayers at the end of the day. And before you know it, it's gone. Even though you cannot fail your driving test for driving with one hand, you should try to maintain both hands on the steering wheel at all times. Moaz kept driving quite well for a long period of time. Okay, at the traffic lights, you're taking a left, please. Do you know these roads quite well?
kind of, yeah. Near Touchwood, isn't it?
We're near Touchwood in Solihull Town Centre. Okay, so see how well you know them. Follow signs for Hall Green for me, please. Moaz said he knows these roads quite well, so I put him to the test and asked him to follow signs. your second turning on your left, please. Remember here, I asked Moaaz to take his second turning on the left. You don't want to indicate too early because of the vehicle coming out the first turning. Okay, when you can pull over on the left, don't worry about the drives. Okay, when you're ready, continue driving. Approaching traffic here, Moaaz slows down a lot, enables him to move towards the right and then back towards the left without obstructing any vehicle. Really good as well. Okay, when you can pull over on the left again, please. Don't worry about the drives. Okay, when you're ready, continue driving. Right here for me, please. Sorry, it's a bit late. Take your first road on your left, please. Okay, when you can, pull over somewhere on the left in a safe place, please. When you're ready, we'll continue driving. right hand side of the road, just near the post box there, please. Be a little bit more careful now. Okay, when you can, I want you to reverse back. Keep as close as you can to the curb. I'll tell you when I want you to stop. Moaz had good all-round observation before deciding to reverse. Moaz notices the Audi approaching him, so he decides to stop, does all-round observation, and waits for the Audi to pull onto the drive. Okay, I'm happy there. When you're ready, continue driving, please. Left at the roundabout, please.
X7, I've never seen that before.
Neither have I, you know. Did you play pretty new?
Extra, that looks nice. The interiors.
I'm not a BMW fan.
Nah, I like BMWs, you know.
I prefer Audis.
I got M4X.
Everyone's got BMW. Have you got one?
Nah, it's
No.
Nah, I prefer Audis, I can't lie.
Yeah, I prefer Audis as well.
Good grip on the floor as well.
Yeah, road handling on Audis is really, really nice. Going round the bus here, Moaaz gets a little bit close to the left, but not close enough for a serious fault. Left at the roundabout and then first right towards the test centre, please. So left at the roundabout and then first right. And as you take this right here, just pull over on the left on this bay on the left here. Just pull over here. Watch the curve this time, please. A bit more to the left. A bit more to the right now. Like that. I'm happy there. Perfect. Okay. Okay, just switch the engine off for me. Okay. And that would be the end of the test. Okay, so you've done a whole test route in Shirley. If today was your test, do you think you would have passed or failed?
You know the curb, was that a major?
That was a major.
Yeah.
If you had touched the curb slowly, maybe a little bit, came to a standstill and you just about scraped it, you'd have got away with it. You blatantly just kind of hit it because it was quite high. You couldn't probably go over it. Okay. And on the other occasions where I've asked you to pull over to the left, you're approaching the pullover to the curb too fast. You need to be applying your brakes. And when you push down on the clutch, you need to apply a little bit more brake to keep slowing that car. Remember, when you push down on the clutch, your car rolls freely, so it's moving faster rather than slower. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just tell you your two serious faults. Okay, so you got two serious faults. It could have been more. On the day of your test, if you were to fail, they normally tell you your serious faults, unless you really want an in-depth detail of what's going on, then they'll go through it. Otherwise, they won't bother with the minor faults. Okay, so I'll just tell you your serious faults. You got two serious faults, and one you got in the first 10 seconds. Okay, so as we went out here, there was a giveaway where I told you to take a right and then your first left onto the Stratford Road. Okay, giveaway lines, you didn't even look to the right. So cars from the Stratford Road could take a left and go into that BP petrol station. That petrol station on the left. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't look over your right shoulder for observation, you'd get a serious fault. And your second serious fault was pulling over to the left. Okay, so your normal stop position, you've gone and hit the curb and you've hit it quite hard. Okay.